Hello and welcome back to our coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational here on 2K Sports.
We're picking up the action at the 10th. Let's get into it.
Come on, you're better than that. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up this shot from about 120.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Nice out the rough here. He's looking for an early KO against Lydia after that. Wow, she's on the ropes and maybe down on the canvas if he continues.
Looks good.
Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 third, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
I like that, didn't it? Time for the second shot at the 11th.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Well, that's a great shot and a birdie opportunity coming up here at the 11th. These are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
This for back-to-back birdies.
It's on a good line. Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
I like it. 2 in a row.
Leading by 6 strokes after that one. And the 12th hole, Rich, is similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer is really starting to mimic front and back nines.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
Taking aim from around 240 yards out here.
Wind is going straight at his back.
opting for the 3-wood. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Oh, get in. Okay, steady now. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Oh, good look at a birdie here. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And that will take him to 7 under. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
Nicely done. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Oh, the breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Just putting on a ball striking clinic, it seems, today, Rich.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
She's got a great look at birdie here.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks.
Our leader really starting to gap the field now. Their advantage is 9 shots.
And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Going with the hybrid. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Not a bad approach. Will be paid. And a chance to reach 9 under for the championship with this putt. It's up, it could be in. That's inside the range. Currently in first position.
And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
We get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Lining up from around 160 yards.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Great looking shot this. Oh, just skinned the hole, that one.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. I like the look of this. And yet another putt drops, so now 10 under par heading down the stretch.
A nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
It's not on the fairway, but it's not bad. It's a good lie in the first cut.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hills Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Rich, good chance to get this green at 2.
Yes, this player's found the fairway, and now they've got the opportunity to knock this on in 2. Be wary of coming up short and left, obviously in the water, but don't be anxious to miss it out to the right, especially in that bunker that's over in the middle of the green on the right-hand side. That really can wreak havoc with the players. Try and find the green at all costs with this second shot.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This one will run uphill.
That'll be a good result. I know it didn't go down, but it just a tap in awaits. Sitting at -11 for the day.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Going with the 5-wood.
shot there.
Lining up the birdie putt here. That's tracking.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings.
This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase pack is good enough to catch them.
Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right, or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Good sounding strike, that one.
Oh, what a wonderful play, leading with intent.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
This putt for him to win the event.
Oh, size them up for the red card again with Arnold Palmer made famous. You know, the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory. Sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Oh, absolutely. They silenced the giant today. They got the job done against the odds. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Bean, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elby, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Kayak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be out here. If this event kicks off, our feature group consists of 2 players that appear to have entered into this fantastic rivalry.
Yeah, so this week their goal is to beat Jon Rahm. Henny, that is by no means an easy feat.
No, if Jon Rahm is fired up, sparks could fly, you want to be out of the way, and he's just going to go straight through like a Spanish ball.
Yes, he's fire and brimstone, isn't he, Jon Rahm? All the Americans couldn't beat him in a Ryder Cup. This player, well, it's an ambitious rivalry to say the least. That's nicely done. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Well, that's a lovely approach and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the first. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
Well, that's a lovely way to get going. They've already started this event under par.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Finds himself with a share of the lead. First of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Going for this green in 2, Rich. It's an exciting but daunting task.
The green is minuscule from back in the fairway. You know that you have a little bit room over to the left, but you're going to fall off into a low area. And if you miss it out to the right, you're going to find a very deep bunker on the right-hand side of the green. There's really no great miss around here, but if you're going to go for it, you have to know that your short game is going to bail you out no matter where you miss it.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
That was special. Putting for an eagle. Ooh, nice line. Well played. What an eagle. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's sitting there just in 3rd place.
Jon Rahm getting ready for his next shot. Wow, what a save.
And look out, guys, this rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Ooh, nice looking putt. Wow, they certainly got over the right side of bed today.
Setting the tone early in this round.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second. Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green: the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Quality shot, that one. Now 4 under par. Outright first here. Choosing the 9-iron here. Should find the green. Well, that's well played, and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the 4th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This is their look at birdie. Looking good so far.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second. All right, Rich, the par 4 5th. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Sitting at 5 under par in their round. Currently in top spot. Going with the 7.
John Rahm watched that one all the way. Great approach shot. This player is definitely upping the pressure in this rivalry.
Let's catch up with John Rahm. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Don't mind the look of this. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And that will move into 6 under par. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
The great Silvano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in John Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think John Rahm's name would be number 1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the John Rahm era right now. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. This one's online. And racking up the 5th birdie of the day. And with that, we move to 7 under. Incredible. Is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
Tee shot is looking good here. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
He's safely on the green. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
Like the look of this one. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Yeah, 6 shots in front after that hole. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Go with a 3-wood here. Attaboy, good shot. Let's go to John Rahm.
He's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
And what a touch of class, holds it from the sand. Let's return to live play now. Chance to move to 8 under here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, so close. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. They currently lead in first place with John Rahm in second. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Absolutely flushed.
That doggle hunt.
Getting ready to play their third. Well played. Luke Donald once made all 400 plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. And that will take him to 8 under. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
Yeah, that one will play. Second shot here at the 10th. opting for the 9-iron.
Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich.
That was a beauty.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
5 feet coming up to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
Starts off on a good line.
And it's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
That's 9 under par for the round. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Here we have the second shot into the 11th.
Pretty good shot there.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
Looking really good, this one. This putt coming up is for birdie. And that's 8 birdies today. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Well, he's behind, just in second place, looking to leapfrog.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. The tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Here's Jon Rahm. Time for the second shot at the 12th. Was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty. Putting for birdie here. That will drop, and it will extend the lead. He's currently sitting in first place. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 313.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Opting for the 5-iron. Well, that's a great shot. It sets up a birdie look here at the 13th.
Fantastic look upcoming.
This putt about 11 feet in distance.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
This one's tracking.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. Putting for par. Okay, let's head to the next. Still in the lead now after that hole. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4-14.
Difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
A thicket beauty. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Going with the 5-iron here. Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. Let's check in with Lydia Ko from earlier.
Third shot now.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Ouch, that hurts. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a shoot off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
He's about 155 from this hole location.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Oh, terrific. What an effort.
That is some pretty good breathing room out in front by a bunch.
And after that hole, this player is ahead by a whopping 10 strokes.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
To win the Players' Championship, you've got to run the gauntlet, Rich. Here we are with that big testing second shot at 16.
The water down the right-hand side is very obvious. What's not obvious are the grass bunkers on the left-hand side. You hit it in those, no guarantee of getting up and down. If you take on the green and find it, then you're almost guaranteed a birdie 4.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Well played, mate. Let's go to John Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, this one out of a smelly spot on the golf course, but no bother for this player.
Ooh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle.
Looking great now.
That's a big time putt, that one. And then who knows it too. They heard the cheers. That fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, with John Rahm trailing in second place.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
And choosing the 8-iron here. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. Ooh. And ladies and gentlemen, that was laser-like. Took a great deal of accuracy there. There's been some great action out on the course. Let's take a look at this highlight from another person's play. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. Not sure if the chase back was good enough to catch them.
And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead.
That is right down the sprinkler line.
If you find yourself in the fairway, Rich, at the final hole at TPC Sawgrass, you've obviously navigated a very tough shot. There's just one more to play.
There's one final test. The second shot at 18. Water ever so close to the left-hand side. Green has a lot of movement from back to front. Find the right level. Give yourself a decent opportunity to make birdie, but par, never a bad score at the 18th at TPC Sawgrass.
Going with the 6-iron here.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. That was a beauty. Right against the hole.
Could come down with this. Take this putt. Win the event. And that will do it, Rich. Players' Championship. That's maybe 11 wins in all cricket.
Winning the Players' Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
Well, Rich, after that hot start, it's probably little surprise that this player powered through to victory.
This player absolutely dominated all week long, all tournament long. Great job. You don't see this happen very often.
On behalf of Rich Bean and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elby alongside major champion Rich Beem in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, what a gorgeous day as this event kicks off our featured group. Well, we've got two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
Well, Henny, quite a challenge that this player has set for themselves. We've seen them beat many of their rivals this season, but there are not many people that can go up against the great Tiger Woods and succeed. History's told us that.
Oh, well, they certainly do not lack in confidence. This is going to be a very entertaining group to follow indeed.
I'm jumping around in my seat, and I can also see Rich Beem doing exactly the same. He managed this feat back in 2002 when he won the PGA at Hazeltine over the great Tiger Woods.
Oh, please, Luke, don't mention that. Once we get Rich on his high horse, there's no getting him down again. Although he has shown that it can be done. Tiger Woods can be beaten. However, it is such a tall order. I know that this player has beaten all of these incredible roster of players in all these rivalries so far, but come on, this is Tiger Woods. going to really be done today?
Well, that's the question we're going to get answered, aren't we? Very few people have ever laid claim to beating Tiger head-to-head. Good luck in your rivalry. You're going to need it. And here we are with the third shot. That's a high caliber shot. 3 feet to go here to the hole. The putt drops, and we're moving on.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Currently 1 under for the tournament. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Oh, that's a tad disappointing, finding the branches there. Oh, he's hit a tree there. Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here.
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
That's a smart option. Back into the fairway. Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
Oh, almost went in. Okay, time to return to the action. Getting ready to play their third. Not bad. A chance to save the par if he can make this one. That gets the job done. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. The Copperhead course at Innisbrook can really bite you, especially if you're slightly wayward, and there's one of those holes right here at the third, Rich.
Decisions to be made. The fairway narrows up. Should you take driver out? Also the water on the right. So players more than likely laying back with some kind of fairway wood.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This is down breeze, so it's going to be tough to stop it on this green. They've decided to club up. Oh, this wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. What a shot! Almost one in the bucket. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. The 4th hole, the first of the par 3s on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Looks to be going with the 5 iron. Hope it gets a good kick to the left.
This player showing 0 signs of any nerves as they play against their rival and playing partner, Tiger Woods. What a fantastic approach.
That's a fast start if I've ever seen one, Rich.
Game face on early here, Luke.
Is up by 3 shots. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Bit untidy, wasn't it? And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently leading by 3. Some good golf right there. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Leading by 4 strokes after that one. The 6th hole at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich. It's a challenging one, isn't it?
If you find the fairway off the tee here, you are an amazing human being. The fairway tilts from right to left very significantly. Holding the fairway is almost impossible.
Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure.
Well, Luke, you're right. He did find grass, but it's not the closely mown grass.
Opting for the 5-iron.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good. That's a perfectly fine result, hitting from a lie like that.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up. This one's looking good. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, we'll move to 5 under par. Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's currently in 2nd place, hoping to overtake the leader.
Let's catch up with Tiger Woods, shall we? Straight out of the top draw.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. Lookout world was his statement when he came out onto the Pro Tour, and we look back in the greatness in sports, right across all sport in the world. Has one player or one athlete had a greater impact on their sport more than Tiger Woods did for golf?
I hate to say no, because I also look back at the sport, Luke, when Arnold Palmer came through. Good-looking fella and just kind of came from a blue-collar background, and I kind of think that Arnold Palmer paved the way for a Tiger Woods that then go out and dominate, because golf was already on the radar. It just wasn't nearly as much on the radar as it is now because of Tiger. But I think because of what Arnold Palmer did, he set the groundwork for all of this. But in saying that, in the modern era, in the modern game, to be fair, and you look at every sport across the books, and I don't care whether you're talking about, you know, Tom Brady, LeBron James right now, I don't think you have a bigger player globally, with the exception of maybe Messi or Ronaldo, than Tiger Woods. I just think that from a global standpoint, Tiger Woods, whenever he shows his face anywhere, people lose their minds. Like, grown men lose their minds if they get a glimpse of Tiger Woods from 50 yards away. I've seen it before, Luke, and I'll see it again, but it never seems to amaze me, baffle me, make me giggle a little bit. Like, holy cow, this guy's Elvis. He's Elvis Presley. I mean, because Elvis was the biggest guy in the world as far as I could tell. It's mind-boggling how big Tiger Woods is in this game, and continues to be, and will forever be.
This one could take a little bounce to the left. quality shot from him. We'll be pleased. This putt to get to 7 under the car.
Little birdie look in here.
It's tracking. And down it goes. And that will take him to 7 under. He sits in first position. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
Penny, what's the player facing here?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Going with the 8-iron here. That's tidy. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Just need to pull the putter back a little bit further, I think.
Downhill putt, and sometimes you think it's going to run out more than it does. Just couldn't quite figure it out this time.
Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
Birdied their last hole.
Second shot here on the 9th. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Look, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out. So far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Rich, obviously, and we've joked about it a fair bit in this game, that you've been one of the rare players to take Tiger Woods down in his prime. But what was it like to play in the Tiger era, and just how dominant he was?
It was simply amazing. You knew that each and every week that he showed up to a tournament, you better have your game ready to go, because you assumed that he was going to be firing at all cylinders. Because even when he wasn't, his game was still good enough to beat most everybody in those fields. You wanted him there because you always want to test yourself against the best. However, if you weren't playing very well, you're kind of fearful teeing it up, because you just knew that your best at that moment in time wasn't nearly going to be good enough to beat Tiger, no matter what he brought to the table. He made each and every player look at their game in a different way and try and dissect it in order to weed out anything that didn't really need to be worked on, and got them more specific in the areas that they weren't good at, their deficient areas, whether it's the short game, the driver, the iron play, whatever it is. But Tiger really made you take a long, hard look at your game and figure out where it's at, because you knew that you had to be at your best to beat him.
This is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. There Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. You can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in two, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
Bit disappointing, that one. Sitting at -7, currently leading. Getting ready to play their third. Did that look good for a long time? Oh, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
And with that putt hole, it's back to back birdies. And with that, we'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee, a short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Great shot. From about 130 yards here.
Puff of wind blowing right to left.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. And should find the surface. Oh, stop it. What a shot. This one's for birdie. Nice stroke. Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Playing this one about 130 yards out. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Oh, right by the hole. Oh, standing ovation after that shot.
What an approach. Great stuff. Gotta believe that is a guaranteed par.
Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely, I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
Going with the hybrid. This one heading towards the green. Well played. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
That was a gallant attempt. No, that's too bad. 4 feet to the cup. Good stroke. Now at -9 for the tournament. The second at the back 9, par 5's rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close. Nicely done.
Time for the second shot at the 14th. This one should find the rough. And from the greenside rough here. This putt to get to double digits under the cloud.
He's staring down a birdie putt here. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Wow, that's misjudged. A par putt on the table.
On a nice line.
Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
Well, he's behind, just in second place, looking to leapfrog.
Let's check in with Tiger Woods. Oh, yeah! A thing of beauty.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
That's a little wayward.
The wind took that one offline in a hurry.
Oh, how about that one?
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, Seve would be envious of this one. What a chip in.
Catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Our leader really starting to gap the field now. Their advantage is 9 shots.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Well, as you enter the dreaded snake pit here at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich, you know where you stand on the 16th tee.
This tee shot forces your hand. You must take it down the right-hand side in order to have a good look at this green for your second shot. Any misses out to the left, you're going to find the trees in all sorts of trouble.
Well, that was pure. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Wind starting to get up, but it's helping, which is nice.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th. 8 feet to the cup.
This for back-to-back birdies. This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in second place.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Well, it's found the surface, but that's about as much as you can say about it. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. This is an extremely long putt. We might even have to hinge on this one.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, just missed. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hold. An opportunity to make a par here. In she goes. Let's head to the next. This player must be in heaven. Their lead is now 11. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. The closing hole of Innisbrook's Copperhead course is also the final hole of the Snake Pit, and this one here has everything going against it.
Lay it back and you're going to have a long second shot back up the hill, but if you take driver and find the fairway, you'll be rewarded with a very short second shot.
Well, this one looks to be heading down the runway. And then, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
I wouldn't mind hitting the shot, but I wouldn't fancy the walk up here. This is quite uphill.
Opting for the 6-iron. This is looking pretty good in the air.
Fought against the wind to stick that one.
And this putt for the tournament.
Yeah, what a performance, what a win. I mean, just this player was just amazing all week long.
And as we recap all our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to our gal on the ground, Henny Koyak, for bringing us all the action from this group today.
Thank you, Luke. The pleasure was all mine. I got to see some incredible shots and some not so good stuff, but what a day.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.